Hey guys, going to be analyzing the match that I uploaded today, the day I'm recording this. It's against the Carmine Yang. I think I did fairly well. Got some notes here of how I felt I did, but I want to get a little bit more specific on this match because we wanted to try it out. Okay, so
get ready.
Skip to the good part. Okay.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight. Get out.
Got hit by the cross up there. Had to kind of get back into the groove of fighting Carmine. Really should have gone for like a combo there, but I was expecting him to block the two ways, so I didn't bother. Yeah, so did not react to the burst in time for that. Yeah, I get better about that at the during this set. It's not something I need to worry too bad about. Just wasn't petty, I guess. So, if you notice back there, let me just go back here. Why did I call Chie? Like there was less than no reason to call Chie there. And like this happens. Like, why would I ever call Chie here? I don't know what my reasoning was, especially with the 6P. I think I just kind of threw that out without thinking about it, which was a really bad idea, and definitely will be a pattern in this set. I got really careless with Chie, and it lost me a few games. Sorry, just a second, I'm not used to this. I did get it. Okay, I got it back on. Now that's another thing I do that kind of irks me. I will see someone jump, and I will try and 4B it, and that's really not a good idea, ever. Well, I mean, sometimes it's a good idea, but not usually, and that usually happens too. I noticed in this set that this guy really did not use his assists to bait my bursts ever. He kind of just let me burst for free, which was nice, and I did another thing I hate. I tried to jump. Look at my inputs there. Like, when someone's like that on you, like, I don't know why I always try and jump it, but I do, and yeah, this usually happens to me. That wasn't a bad 4B, but whoops, wrong button. But yet again, I haven't touched on this yet, but I do this thing where someone jumps my drive string, and I just keep going. Don't do this. Don't do that. Like, either end your drive string or try and dragon punch. That's really all you've got. Honestly, because if you do this, they're going to jump in on you and you're going to die for it. Good DP. That was a really bad super, but luckily for me, he tried to JC. Did he go over there? I'm not entirely sure what he was trying to do here. I think maybe he just had not fought any Noels that do this. and was not expecting the rocket to come for him.
I'll take you down.
Good punish on the push block. Gonna be able to get the kill. But he goes down to 2-way.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Alright, starting the next match. I like what I did here.
Escape from crossing
Right,
fate.
because let me just. Because like what does Carmine want to do? Right, round start. Like, at least in my experience, what Carmines will do round start is they'll either 5B to try and, you know, project down and get a puddle down. They'll try to pinwheel to lock you down and then go for assist and mix up. Or they'll 5A. Sometimes they'll also do like jump pinwheel, but, you know. So like 2C covers like a good amount of those options. And with the new patch, I can go into 214B, and it's completely safe outside of like push block. So that's a handy tool to have round start. And it works out pretty well. I did not go for the full punish because I wanted GA for that. People always get hit by that. Like, at least for the first couple of games, they always get hit by drive land cancel and D5C. Every time. That was a input error. Let's go back here. Like, if you look at my inputs, I tried to do D5C again. Which would that have hit? Let me go back. I'm curious. That would not have hit. He was going to block it. That, and he actually probably would have went into Semblance from the JA, and he would have been able to super me. So maybe it was a good thing that I screwed up my input there. That was another really bad assist call. I don't know why I kept doing this, but like, why would I call Chie? Why would I do that here? I mean, like, what's she supposed to do other than get hit? I mean, I don't know. It's just a really weird bad habit I've formed. I need to really cut that out. This is pretty cheesy. Alright, I'm not actually sure if this would have hit Yang had he not bursted, but that's one cheesy way to call out a burst if you really want to. I mean, it worked in that instance. See what I was wanting there. Like, it's fairly obvious what I was wanting. Obviously, I wanted to go through pinwheel, which I did, but did not expect the puddle, and that hurts. Honestly, he probably would have blocked my assault through had that not happened. But at least I would not have lost Noelle for it. That's another thing you'll see me doing a lot. It worked out in this instance, but I really need to cool it on my meteor use. I feel like I get way too predictable with it, and the second my opponent figures out how to deal with it, I die. Especially when I accidentally use it against you when he's got 2 meter. That's never fun. Anyway. Resonance through his thing. Jumps over my ground though, which sucks. Was that a combo drop? I'm not super familiar with Carmine's combos. I don't think that was. Like, yeah, it was not a combo drop. That was a good meteor. I like that one. I was throwing projectiles full screen. And, like, Chie is really good at stopping me from doing that. Get hit by the cross up overhead. But he drops his combo. That one I'm sure was a drop. And he tried to jump out of my pressure, quite like I did last game.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Okay, so figured he would try
Can't escape
to,
from crossing
you know,
fate.
not get hit by the 2C this time. So I just IAD JC since it's my fastest air normal, and I was worried that he might throw something out as he jumped back. So figured that might beat it if I'm lucky. And it worked out, but he push blocked me, and I called Chie like a dunce again. Good call out on the pinwheel and the burst, but that was a reaction, not really a call out. See, that one, that's a debatable Chie right there. Like, if we go back here. It's like, this is one of those Chie assists where I'm not sure if that was a good call. I mean, it was a good call for the moment, but, I mean, like, it whiffed punished him, so at least there's that. I DP'd, calling out the burst, that never came. But I did punish that one. So yeah, other than that first game, like, my assist punishes on bursts were pretty good. That was a awful DP. I don't know what I was trying to do there. Let's see here. Oh, I know what happened. I was probably trying to push block so that he wouldn't hit Chie, but I got a DP instead. Doesn't matter, didn't get punished, so at least there's that. See, now there's like 3 things that a Yang will do once she's in resonance, right? It's like, if you jumped, they're going to DP you, obviously. If you tried to press a button, you're going to get hit by a bionic arm. And if you're right next to them, they're going to throw you. It's like almost guaranteed they're going to throw you, it feels like. I mean, some of them don't, but like almost always. That was a pretty silly sequence right there. I actually had no idea that could happen with the 5A, 2A, 5A combo in the air. But yeah, that's a thing. Caught him mashing buttons with 2B. So that's nice. I need to start thinking about, like, when I'm doing this, you know, when on their incoming, I need to, like, not press a button sometimes, because sometimes they'll try and push block you. I need to get better about actively baiting that. That was another really questionable Chie call. It's like, what am I doing? He's, like, not at all in the angle where a 6P would even come close to hitting him. At least only Tomoe got hit, so yeah, nothing too bad. But that could have gone south really bad. Got hit by 5C. Really bad at reacting to those. 214B is great, this patch. I love it.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
I was so sad. I was so sad. Like, if you look at my inputs, I was mashing D so hard. It's like a Noelle player, I was mashing D as hard as I could. But sadly, it did not work out for me. That is a weird combo, the Yang assist. It's like, just looks weird that they get thrown back like that. That was another really dumb GA assist. That was good. I mean, it's some basic Noelle stuff, you know, just 4B the projectile and then get in with your other projectile and Vul move, but that was a good call. That's a combo drop. I dropped a lot of combos I should not have been dropping this set. I don't know why, but I'm an idiot. That was a pretty good DP using... Well, it was supposed to be a push block, but let's not talk about that. Yeah, kind of like you can use the assist as bait sometimes. It's incredibly risky, so don't. But nah. It was very good to just hold P that whole time. I did not want to risk Noelle to all those projectiles. That's unfortunate, but it can happen sometimes. Caught him on the wake up anyway. Just tried to get as much damage as I possibly could there. That was a bad DP. That was bad mashing. What was I trying to do there? Like, why would I press 5A there? It doesn't make any sense. Don't do that. Okay, there I wasn't quite sure if Yang would get hit by 2B after grab. I have a list. I have a list of characters that get hit by that, but I haven't quite memorized it yet, so I was playing it safe. She does get hit, by the way. Also, good adaptation from my opponent there with the, 5A to beat my 2C. Good job. That sounded a little bit condescending. I did not mean it to be condescending. Getting absolutely destroyed with GA. Let me go back real quick. What's the chain of events that caused this? I EX Herculeaned into Yang 4P. Oh, and then I got hit by all that stuff, but still. I was so sad when that happened. Tagged right into there. I mean, I know I wanted to get Chie out, right? But it's not okay. It's like, he was running at me. I'm like, oh, what should I do? I know. I'll tag into Noelle. What could go wrong, right? Bad idea. Trying to jump out of pressure again. Good DP assist, but he bursted it. Okay, I like this. So, I'm doing this combo, right? I'm thinking, okay, so I feel the DP coming, right? Like, I know it's coming, but I'm also a little bit scared of what might happen if it doesn't come. So, to bait the DP and keep my turn, I just jump back 4p. That is really good. Like, sure, Tomoe got hit, so Chie took a little bit of damage, but like, guaranteed punish. What I don't like, what I really hate, is this. Why did I 5A? I had her. Like, she was doomed. You know, there was no way that, like, a 5B would have missed here. So, I have a habit of doing that, because some characters are kind of hard to punish with 5B. I'm looking at you. But, yeah, that was bad. I sacrificed a lot of damage here, when I really should not have. Still got good damage, of course, but like, I maybe could have killed her. That was bad. See here, I was hoping that like, he would run at me to try and hit me to save Carmine, and Noelle would change direction before the DP came out. Neither of which happened. YouTube? I'm not sure what happened to YouTube. Okay, it's fixed. That was weird. So yeah, I lose Noelle for that. So that sucks. Like, it wasn't an awful resonance, but like, it was definitely suboptimal since he was running at me. But like, I wanted some meter so I could fight better. You know me and my Agni Astra. And I got a good combo here, except for the part where Carmine fell out. And yeah, I should have died for that, but I didn't. Interesting little tidbit from me being a moron. But, so, 2A, low profiles, Carmine's JA. So that's the thing. And he caught me doing 5 BB. Alright. Dropped another combo. There we go. I did the thing that I was saying I should do at the beginning of the set, and I actually ended the drive string with a DP. When he was in the air. That's good. Noelle's DP can be kind of inconsistent sometimes, though, so you gotta be a little bit careful about it. Because it can miss a lot, and it sucks. Yeah, another really dumb GA assist. Yeah, this is just like the whole set. I'll try and put less emphasis on them from now on, because this is getting repetitive. But yeah, just don't do this. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's another thing that I tend to do. It's pretty dumb. Against Yang, at least. Like, she 2Cs me, and then what do? I push block it, right? And then, like, what do I do after the push block? I start running at her. Why? Look, she just 2C'd, right? What are basically her only two options out of 2C on block? Right? It's like, she's got 214A, right? I guess 214B as well. And she's got Fireball. That's it. All three of these beat, push, block, and run up. I don't know why I do this. Just not thinking about it, I guess? So yeah, I take some damage for that. And I get counter hit because I was mashing. Got 5B armored. Alright, there I took the risk to actually, like, to beat her. I dropped the combo, but I took the risk, you know, not quite remembering, and it worked out. But I'm still not used to that combo yet. That was a good DP. That was bad. Oof. Yeah, you gotta be really careful against Yang with meter. I mean, I was being careless. I deserved that wholeheartedly. Another, like, I know I said that I'll, like, you know, put less emphasis on this, but, like, this one's debatably bad assist call. It's like, it works in some instances, but not in this one. There I go again, keeping the drive string going on whiff like that. It's bad. That was a good burst bait, but I did it a tad early, so I didn't get a punish. That was an outright input error. That was supposed to be a 5B, I believe. Yeah, I was trying to run up 5B. That's bad. I don't know what that DP was supposed to be at. Yeah, it was supposed to be a DP assist, but it's like she was so far away from me. I don't get the rationale for that. And I screwed up the assist part. That was an alright DP though. And that's why I said that you shouldn't always end with a DP, because sometimes that's gonna happen. You do it just a little bit too late, and yeah, you'll lose a character for it. Same thing again with the push blocking 2C and then running up.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight. Get out. Nice try.
Playing a little bit more careful round start. Another dumb Chie assist. It was a good 2-1-4C. I might confirm off of that is all screwed up since this patch. I really need to get that fixed up. As you will see here in maybe this match, I'm not sure. Got hit by a puddle again. That was a good DP. Getting a little bit too predictable with my drive pressure starters. That was good, except, again, why do I keep doing this? You got him. He's done. You have full assist meter. Kill him with 5B. Don't do that. Oh man, I could have killed right there had I just pressed 5B and did my full punish combo. But no, gave him the chance to do this. Yeah. Alright, not a bad throw. I mean, I was getting some fairly good throws with Chie in this match. That was an input error. It was supposed to be 214, right? This is why you don't Agni Astra without thought, kids. And Hail Mary God Hand does not work out in my favor. Don't know why I did not call, not go into cross combo here. I feel like I really should have. I've been labbing some cross combo pressure recently. Like I could have done fairly well there. I think maybe it's because like he had full assist meter, so he could have bursted whatever I was doing, but like I don't know. Of course I cross combo there and then get DP. That was another debatable GA assist. I mean, it beats 5C at least, but that's the same dumb thing I've been doing this whole time. It just worked out once. Another drop combo. Not a good 2C. Not at all. Really don't like that. Not a bad DP. And I did it again, but that one's more forgivable because I literally only needed 5 AAA, so there's, that's fine. Called out the DP, and that's the set. Just gotta keep this combo going. Sadly, I did not get the Resonance version of Fenrir off of this, but it's okay. I had Godwin. So, that's the end of that set. So, overall, I played fairly okay, right? There were some massive problems in my game, namely the fact that I would not stop being an idiot and spamming GA assist without thought, and stuff like that. But other than that, and the stuff in here, it's fine. Like I played alright. So yeah, this is the end, I guess. I'm bad at ending videos. So yeah. If you have any tips on how to get better at analyzing this stuff, leave it in the comments. I'm trying to get good at it, but not very good at it yet. So, yeah.